that he intends to get his hands on the Rookie of the Year trophy.
And he's well aware of the other contenders as well. So if he is going to win that award, he knows he has to be at his best when he's matched up against his fellow rookies. I love MP's ambition. Going to be fun to see how he battles.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Washington. Daniel Gafford is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's the Prophet in at the shooting guard. All right, let's hand it over to David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Thanks, Kev. We are deep into the season, and MP is in the thick of the Rookie of the Year race. I asked him if he felt any pressure, and he said, "No way, I'm just here to win. Individual awards are just the icing on the cake." He may be young, but he's already focused on the right things. Guys?
Good stuff, DA. Great stuff, in fact. Gotta love that team-first mindset of MP. Greg, midway into this season, sometimes a team can get hot and turn it on. What are some of the causes of that?
You know, often teams can reach that tipping point with how they play. It all comes together in a hurry, and they make a run. But that's the exception, Kevin, not the rule.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks, guys. Well, after their three-point shooting abandoned them in the finals, the Mavericks have addressed that shortcoming in a major way, acquiring one of the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson. Klay is eager for a fresh start and an opportunity, I'm told, to add another ring to his championship resume. This should be a match made in heaven.
Without a doubt. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks. And he makes that one.
Yeah, a lot of guys now are not comfortable in that mid-range area, but Morant is. He'll take that shot when it's there.
That one goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Morant. Last game we saw him score 13. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Bain. Bucket is good.
And you know, for a score-first point guard, Irving is no slouch as a facilitator.
Pass to Wells. Here's Edey. Now here's Bain. Hits the three-point bomb.
Shooting off the catch is the core of Bain's game, but he can do so much more.
The kick out to Irving. Here's the Prophet, guarded by Bain. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Prophet passes to Davis. That one wide left.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Bain. Rebounded by Gafford. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Davis gets a wide open look. It's good from long range.
It's always a good sign when the three is falling for Davis. It really opens up the rest of his game.
Pass to Wells, to the inside. Here's Bain. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from the Prophet.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
A shake. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. The Prophet's got his second basket of the game.
And for his position, Davis, a solid distributor. He's one of the league's most unique players.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Hall's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Derek Lively comes in for Daniel Gafford. And it's Marshall in for Washington. And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Clark, he's checked in for 80. And it's Luke Kennard in for John Morant. Jackson passes to Paul. Clark, a screen on Irving. Back to Jackson. And Davis sends it back.
What a play by Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nuh-uh. Not on my watch.
G.G. Jackson. He's checked in for Bain. Shot clock at 6. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And so here's Memphis. 4-point game.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Marshall passes to the Prophet. Lively, that's good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ball finds Jackson. Will it go? Jackson missing again. Davis against Jackson. Here's Irving. And he overshot that one, missing. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
Paul out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Brandon Clark. And there's Jackson, and it's Jackson in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. And for the Grizzlies, 2024 stand was marked by an unprecedented amount of injuries.
Well, Kevin, they used 51 different starting lineups. That's the most in NBA history, and they were also forced to use 12 injury hardship exceptions. That is just incredibly bad luck.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, the Prophet in the last game against Cleveland was phenomenal. He scored 20 points, and as impressive as he was scoring it, he was just as good at the defensive end. And not only has he been great, the team is clicking right now. Now, his play has been a huge reason why they're playing great. We'll see if they can keep it up. Guys?
Thank you, D.A. Win or lose, Greg, it's amazing the impact he can have on the game.
Yeah, in that last one, he was making plays all over the court. No one could match up with him.
And the important thing now is to keep that momentum going. You want a player building on his positive results.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 4. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Wells, he's checked in for Memphis. Bain comes in for Luke Kennard. Here's the Prophet. A 20-point game for him in the win against Cleveland.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Outside, Bain. Jackson with the screen. And Desmond Bain, good for 3. Bain's got 6 points.
And how about Desmond Bain, among the most accurate shooters in the world?
Gafford finds Lively. Pass to Exum, out to the wing. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Bain with it, now defended by the Prophet. And there's Bain. That's good on the assist by Jackson. Bain's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Puts the move on. The Prophet with the bucket. The Prophet's got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And last season, with all the injuries for the Memphis Grizzlies, Stan, Jaren Jackson had to play. We've reached halftime in this one. The Mavericks on top as they end the second quarter on a 15-6 run. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
We appreciate you joining us at halftime. Tonight we tip off with a check on the injury situation. Quite the list. I just hope we can make it through this segment without an injury.
Don't worry, Ernie. My back. Oh, that's so corny. Whatever.
Turning back now to that game we've been watching. A positive first half for the Mavericks.
The offense is clicking right now. They're playing high-quality ball, selfless. I'm surprised they're not up by more.
That being said, Shaq, you can't get complacent. Got to keep stepping on that gas pedal.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at the Prophet in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. On the floor for Dallas. Davis is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Irving. Then it's the Prophet. And it's Gafford in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Second personal foul for his team.
Jackson passes to Bain. Again, the miss by Bain.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Outside for Davis. Dallas moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. So Stan, the Grizzlies trio of John Morant, Desmond Bain, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those 3 outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those 3 guys. That's a great base for the future.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much.
Well, the way that Morant is able to twist and contort through a defense, he is one of a kind in that regard. Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Wells.
Well, this offense is so much better when Jackson moves the ball.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from Bane. He's become a premier scorer in this league.
Morant against Irving. Pass to Washington. Wells with the steal. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you say? We give Morant about an 11 there?
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's the Prophet. Back to Gafford. Here's the Prophet, guarded by Bane. The 3 from Davis. Oh, Davis showing his range.
And over the course of his career, Davis has become a much better shooter.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And the Mavericks with some changes. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. Outside, Bane. Back to Morant. Plays it up and banks it in. Morant's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, so tough to knock Morant off balance, and he's so talented at keeping his focus on the basket.
Master Williams. Now Lively. Here's the Prophet, guarded by Bane. The Prophet passes to Williams. Washington with the screen on Morant. Williams can't get it to go.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, with how explosive John Morant is, Memphis leading by 5. Wells is out there with Jackson. Then there's Desmond Bane. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Paul in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Gafford finds Irving. Pass to the Prophet. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. The Prophet's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Dallas. Paul passes to Bane. This one for 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Bane's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies. Now Gafford. He's covered by Clark. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul. Pass to Irving. Outside for Davis. Here's the Prophet. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
Clark. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gafford's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Irving. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And Irving can change the course of a game with his ability to shoot the 3.
The Grizzlies call timeout. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Edey's checked in for Clark. Jackson comes in for Jackson. And it's John Morant in for Paul. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch what the Grizzlies coach was talking about with his team. He said nobody thought we'd be in this position right now, and we are. He said he was proud of his guys, and he also said, now go finish this thing off and get this win. Kevin?
Thanks, David. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to a point with the bucket from Irving. Outside, Bain. Right block shot, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Such a hard worker. Bain was ready for any physicality that came his way.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs them.
Here's Irving. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Agidi picks one up.
And on that drive, Kyrie with speed. The defense can't counter it, and the momentum gets Irving to his shot.
And it's tied up with that one.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pass to Edey. And here is Wells. Bain with it. Takes the 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Dallas moving the ball around to take the lead. Irving misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Morant. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Some guards are absolutely fearless working inside. And Morant very high on that one.
Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford.
Well, make no mistake. This is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Inside, here's the Prophet. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Here's Morant. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Over in the corner, Washington. Irving looking for an opening. And finished off by Lively.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, when I was coaching, this guy was a nightmare. It was hard to game plan for him. His quickness causes major issues.
Both free throws good from Morant.
Well, no doubt about those free throws coming up big in the clutch.
Outside Irving. Great tee that time from Bain. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Morant with it. He's picked up by Irving.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Pass to the Prophet. It's rebounded by Memphis. And a wide open look for Payne. Oh, good on the triple.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
That's a foul called on the Prophet. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
No luck that time either.
I don't believe in the word choke, but to come away empty right there is brutal. This game would have been over.
Here's the Prophet